Pregame coming up shortly. Testing again.
This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health. Good evening and welcome to Bottle Field on the campus of Montesano High School in Montesano, Washington. Tonight, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Radio, bring you non-conference football featuring the Shelton Highclimbers and the Montesano Bulldogs. My name is Diedrich Allen. Jerry Apple will be joining the broadcast a little later. Shelton comes into the game with a 1-3 record. Highclimbers' only win so far was over North Mason 35-19 to open the season. The Climbers have dropped their last 3 games, coming up short of Bremerton 27-23, being run over by WF West 55-26, and last week they were unable to stop Rochester 42-26. Montesano is undefeated in 4 games this season, crushing their opponents. The Bulldogs beat Black Hills 44-7, knocked off Aberdeen 38-7, cruised past Columbia White Salmon 48-6, and last week had little trouble at Castle Rock, winning 35-7. This game will be Monty's final tune-up before starting 1A Evergreen Conference play next week. The last time Shelton and Montesano played was September 30th, 2022, when the Bulldogs beat the Highclimbers 35-13. Monty took the previous 2 meetings with the Climbers, 55-0 in 2019 and 51-6 in 2018. Coming up, we'll talk with Shelton coach Mark Smith. It's week 5 of the high school football season with the Shelton Highclimbers at the Montesano Bulldogs on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Back at Ruddle Field in Montesano, just ahead of the Montesano Bulldogs hosting the Shelton Highclimbers. It's time now to talk with Coach. Yesterday morning, I had a phone conversation with Shelton headman Mark Smith.
Coach, Rochester, you guys just couldn't seem to get anything going, especially during the first half.
Yeah, well, if you played the recording from last week, I told you that we didn't really know how many possessions we're going to get because, they're going to put football in a phone booth and they're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to grind it. And we got to be able to get some stops, and we couldn't get stops on defense, and that forced us to basically 2 real possessions in the whole entire first half. We had 1 possession in the first quarter. We got it down. We moving the ball okay. We got the 4th and 3. We went for it and didn't execute. Turn the ball over. They go down, score again. So now it's 14-0. They kick off. We return the kickoff back. It's 14-7. And then we tried to go into our 2-minute drill. Couldn't get that done. And they scored again. Went up 21-7 at half. We come out, take opening drive in the third quarter, go down, score, make it 21-14. And after that, it just never got any better. And so really, going back and looking at it, we always talk about critical down situations. That first drive, we got them to 4th and goal from the 7. Mm-hmm. And they scored that pass, and they only have 1 pass route play we just fell asleep, got undisciplined with our eyes. They executed. We did it. And then there was another one, 4th and 4, 4th and 5, that we had them, and we jumped off sides. That gave them a first down. And those are the ones we got to win on defense. We get them to 4th and 7, 4th and 5. We got to win those ones. And then on offense, it was the first time I can remember in 35 years of coaching where neither team punted the ball. Right. We lined up to punt once, but we faked it and got it. On 4th and 13, we got 13 yards. But nobody punted. And I can't remember that ever. Like both teams. I can remember one team, but neither team punted the football. It was really strange. And it wasn't that it was dumb decisions like not to punt or to punt or whatnot. It was just kind of odd and strange. So what did we learn from that game? Well, we learned that we got three things is what I kind of talked to our team about. One is we got to quit worrying about the name of the team we play and who they are. We got to start focusing on ourselves a lot more. Kudos to Rochester. They executed their game plan and they did a good job, and we couldn't get them out of it. So that's the first thing. Second thing is that we got to get that fight mentality back in us. We got to get that wrestling, boxer, UFC fighter mentality into us. Shelton's always been thought of as a tough community and tough kids and doing things, that some people don't like doing or do, but we need to do and we have to do. And we've kind of lost that a little bit here this year with that physicality. So we got to find a way to get that back. And that's on us as coaches to get that to show up. And then the last thing is chemistry.
Yeah.
Right? There just seems to be a lack of chemistry amongst us this year that is struggling. We don't feed off each other real well. The offense doesn't feed off defense. Defense doesn't feed off the offense. Special teams, doesn't feed offense. Defense don't feed off special teams. We got to get that chemistry right. And that might be the toughest one, is figuring out how to get that chemistry right. We have tough kids. That I think they understand. I mean, they got punched in the mouth and they're not broken. They're just mentally, understand that can't happen again. So that part I think is more easy to fix than the chemistry part right now. The chemistry is there's always those equations, and that scientific periodic table or whatever they call that thing. It has all them letters and numbers above them, O2, C8, 3B4, whatever the heck all those things stand for. And that's why chemistry's tough, right? You got to get all these parts and pieces to work together. And right now, we're not pushing the right buttons to get that chemistry going on our football team. But, that's why you practice, and that's why you do the things you need to do.
So this week you've got a non-conference game at Montesano. Montesano undefeated so far. Are you going to try something different in the Montesano game?
Try something different. What would you like to see different?
No, I'm curious to see if you're going to try a different play or a different combination of players as an experiment against it in a non-conference game.
Oh, I got you. Our Happus Crappus plays have been pretty good for us. That play we ran last week for a touchdown there worked pretty well. So you never know what you're going to see offensively. You might see this, you might see that, but we're just going to leave that where it is. You just got to keep your eyes open and pay attention. Don't check out on us, I guess. Then, as far as a new set of combination of players or anything like that, our philosophy is to get our best 11 on the field if we can, and without wearing us down to the point where we don't have enough at the end of the game. So, we're playing a lot of kids, but we got a lot of kids going both ways in service of, we play a lot of defensive linemen, as you saw last week when you got, run game after run game after run game, and they got 7 offensive linemen in the box, and they got 3 running backs. They come at you, after about 5 or 6 plays, hold it up, you got to rotate guys, 3, 4 plays, you got to rotate guys. So we play a lot of guys on Friday night. Obviously, your offensive line, you want to have continuity with those guys so they build that rapport. The quarterback, wide receiver deal, both our quarterbacks have shown that they can make plays, in different ways. So you might see a little bit more, timeshare maybe in there at quarterback, but we'll just have to see how the game plays out. But right now there's no different starters. There's no different personnel groupings, really. I mean, we've got all the things that we've worked since day one are in. I think you'll see a more diverse personnel groupings. You're going to see more 23 personnel, 32 personnel. Then you'll get into 0 personnel. All right, so we're going to try to change it up that way as far as, okay, we're going to get double tight 3 backs, and then we're going to get in no backs, no tight end, 5 wide, right? And then we're going to get into some different stuff. So we're going to be able to change personnel groupings a little bit better and get into some different things. And hopefully that helps with our flow, because that's the first question that you said is, there was no flow. And you're right. There wasn't much of a flow. It was big play or explosive play or nothing. And the only time we got into a flow was that first series in the third quarter.
Right. Coming
Coming out of the locker room, they kicked off to us, and we took the ball and methodically went down the field on about a 6-7 play, 8-play drive and scored. Right. That was a flow. That was good. So, that's when we changed up formations. We changed up running and throwing, and we changed up some personnel grouping. So that's what we got to do to be successful is, we can't just line up in the same thing. We just can't run the ball every down, throw on 3rd and long. We got to keep people off balance. We got to get a nice rhythm to our offense, and then defensively we have to have a sense of urgency about ourselves and get off that field. I mean, 1 3 and out the last 2 weeks has not been good.
Right.
So we got to find a way to get off that field.
So talking about Montesano, watched them on film. They don't look too different than you in their formations and their athletes. What is your assessment of Montesano?
This will be the second time of playing Montesano. And here's the thing about Montesano, right? They got a long tradition of success. Their kids play extremely hard. You can tell by film that they have done a good job throughout their youth programs and continuing up to the high school of running their system and being well coached. They don't make mistakes. They don't beat themselves. You have to show up and you have to match their effort, and you have to beat them. That's the thing. If you watch teams on film, boy, teams just continue to make mistakes in critical downs and critical situations and places on the field. Now, to the credit of Montesano, they're forcing a lot of these issues and mistakes. Mm-hmm. But when you can't get behind the chains and have much success against Montesano, you've got to stay in front of the chains. You've got to stay on schedule. if you're going to have a chance. And so that's going to be a big deal for us. Hey, we can't take the 6-7 yard sack. We can't get the 10-yard holding penalty. We've got to be disciplined. We have got to understand, hey, 3 yards is okay, right? Take the 3 yards. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, and live to see another down without putting us in a negative situation. That's going to be a key offensively. Then defensively, is they got a lot of formations. They got a lot of guys they get the ball to, and they got quarterback that'll run it, just like ours. They got a good big running back. They got a line that's physical and gets after it. They got a couple speed guys. Number 22 is pretty fast on the outside. He played last year, so we got to be aware of him. But the same thing is basically it's going to come down to, can we match their effort? And that's part of our DNA. And grind the axe. The A stands for attitude. The X stands for execution. The E stands for effort. So that's in our DNA. We got to match or beat their effort, and then we have to execute. That's going to be the two things. The team that plays harder and executes is going to win this one, right? I mean, you don't know what you're going to get every single down like you did at Rochester. Rochester, you knew what you were going to get. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to get it done. There's nothing complex, nothing fancy. Here we are, here we come. And can you get it done? Can you stop it? Well, here, there's going to be a little bit of eye candy. There's going to be a little bit of motion. There's going to be a little bit of read game in there with the quarterback. There's going to be, and so we got to have good eye discipline against Montesano. But I would agree with your assessment. They play some 3-high safety stuff. They play some trap stuff with the corners. They're traditionally a three-man front and odd front with 3 backers, 3 safeties, and 2 corners. Now they'll stem around and move around. You got to expect pressure. They'll bring those corners up and press. They'll get their 4 down. And when you bring a tight end in, they're going to shift that defensive line over. Their linebackers are very active. They like to blitz. So, 11 and 52 will come. They're going to bring somebody. They're going to bring a 4th guy, and they're 3 down 50% of the time. Against 3-by-1 formations, they're going to bring their weak side guy. 2-by-2, they're going to bring their middle linebackers. So, we got a good game plan. We know what's going to happen. Now it's just, are we able to execute what it is that we need to execute?
So your injury situation, is there an update?
I think we're good. We're waiting on one kid to find out today, see how he practices today. But I think besides Cam, I think, Cam's still waiting on some knee results. But, he's been out since week 2, so I think we're okay.
That's Mark Smith, head football coach for the Shelton Highclimbers. Shelton is on the road tonight, facing the Montesano Bulldogs. Kickoff's coming up next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
There's my mic. Hey, hello, everyone. Welcome to Montesano and Jack Ronald Field. Dietrich Allen, Jerry Apple with you for some football tonight in the big city of Montesano.
Okay.
Jerry, I just want to set the scene before we get to Jerry and his starters. This has got a special place in your heart, doesn't it, Jerry?
It sure is. I got a chance to coach here for 4 years under Joe Ortoff. We were state champions 2 years out of those 4, and I taught driver's ed and a couple other things at the Montesano High School. Yes, it is close to my heart.
And before we get too far into this, I want to say a big thank you to Pat Pace for getting us set up here.
Oh,
he was awesome, and if I don't do it now, I'll forget. He was awesome about getting us set up here. Tried us in the box. Nope, can't do that.
He was very kind.
He helped us get set up, brought us a power cord, and yeah, he was great. So I wanted to thank him. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. Jerry's got the starters for you. We'll be right back. This is high school football on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
As AmeriCorps members and volunteers, we do more than talk about our core values. We take action and commit to making our community stronger.
At AmeriCorps, my commitment to equity gives every student a strong start.
Our compassion brings food and friendship to neighbors in need.
My determination protects parks in my community.
Now more than ever, your community needs you. What's at your core? Learn more at AmeriCorps.gov.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
And we're back here at Ruddle Field in Montesano. Jerry, let's get right into it with our starters.
Okay, here's the offensive starting lineup for the Montesano Bulldogs under Coach Terry Jensen. At quarterback, number 7, Tyson Perry. At running back, number 17, Tarek Gunner. At wide receiver, number 18, Mason Rasmussen. At running back, Bodie Poehler. At wide receiver, number 24, Tyler Johansson. At running back, number 44, Gabe Bodwell. At an offensive lineman, number 50, Camden Taylor. At an offensive line position, number 52, Damas She Wicks. At offensive lineman, number 65, Cohen Anderson. Another offensive lineman, number 68, Kyle Keaton. And also offensive lineman, number 72, Nathan Dowler. That's your starters for the offense for the Montesano Bulldogs. And now your starters for the Highclimbers on defense. And we're going to go quickly. Number 4, your nose guard, Jason Castaneda. At cornerback, number 5, Cody Brotherton. At free safety, number 14, Austin Williams. At quarterback is Omar Zepeda Soto. Brad Evelyn, linebacker. Safety, number 20, Ben Morford. Linebacker, Troy Green. Cornerback, number 23, Jaden Fuller. Linebacker, number 34, Hunter Luff. At defensive end, Gabriel Gooley. And number 96 at defensive end is Jerome Nichols Gooley. Head coach, Mark Smith.
Thank you, Jerry. The Highclimbers won the toss, deferred to the second half. Taylor Dickey has it teed up to kick it to the Bulldogs to get things underway. Taking it at the 20. And it'll reverse. Nope, a fake reverse there. It'll be number 12 breaking into the outside. And look at him go. He's going to score. First play of the game. Touchdown. Bulldogs, number 12 with the return. That's Taryn Kreitz with the TD to open the game for the Bulldogs. Well, that's wrong, isn't it? Number 12 I have is Taryn Kreitz, Jerry, and it was, who do you have down?
For number 12?
Yeah, I think we got it wrong. What else?
How many yards on that run back?
From the 20, that's 80.
80 yards.
80-yard kickoff to start the game for the Bulldogs, and Felix Romero will be kicking the point after out of Tyson Perry's hold. Waiting for the snap.
I have Torrin Kreitz.
Yeah, well, that's what wasn't announced. There's a spot, and the kick is up, and it is good. And we are just a few seconds into the game, and Montesano is starting out 7-0. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hi folks, Steve McAllen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
We're back at Roddle Field in Montesano, 7-0. The Bulldogs strike quickly. 11:44 to go, first quarter, opening kickoff, returned 80 yards for the TD. And the Highclimbers get their first crack at it, as Romero will have it teed up at the 44. The guys in the maroon, Montesano, will be kicking right to left on your radio dial. They are wearing, well, let's see here, their maroon jerseys with the white numbers and the gray pants. Here's the run-up and the kick. On the ground, that'll be bouncing up, and Colton Fisk will take it at the 15. Get to the 20, 25, trying to bounce it up the middle, and he's stopped about the 27-yard line. It's a good 12-yard return. So 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. Apologize for the pole in the way. We have some poles here. We're in the stands tonight. We're under cover. That's a good thing. We're up high. That's a good thing. We have to deal with some poles. And
44-yard kickoff.
Highclimbers come out with Conklin and at quarterback. Fuller in the backfield to his right. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Fake handoff, little screen and dump off, and it's partially deflected and incomplete. It falls. Number 20 for Montesano, Thomas Flink got a hand on it, knocked it down, and it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 27.
Intended receiver was Cody Brotherton.
Okay. Brotherton and Cordova will go wide to the far side. It's the far side of the field. Hash mark on the far side as well. Out of the gun will go Conklin. Hand off to Fuller. Fuller trying to find some running room. Slips right by his tackle on the left side. Gets up to the 30, maybe the 31.
4 yards.
4-yard pickup by Jaden Fuller. And it'll be a third down from the 31. Need to get to the 37 for the first down. So 3rd and 6 coming for the Highclimbers. Clock is running, 11:07 to go here, first quarter. 7-0, the Montesano with the lead and Shelton with the ball. Their first possession of the ball game. Looks like a max protection with Conklin's flanked on 2 sides by Castaneda and Evelyn. Fuller in the backfield. There's going to be a direct snap to Fuller as Conklin goes wide to the far side. Snap to Fuller. Fuller trying to find some running room, and he's just wrapped up after no gain. What a big play there. Nothing fooled there by the Bulldogs, but a different look for the Highclimbers early. It'll be 4th and 6, and it looks like a punting situation for the Highclimbers. So Gabe Conklin will go back to punt it away. Who will go deep for the Bulldogs?
In the punt for the Highclimbers, number 3, Gabe Conklin.
Now, it looks like, I can't see his number, Jerry.
Back deep for the Bulldogs, number 12, Torn Kreitz.
So
Torn
Kreitz, yeah, Kreitz, no, 18 actually. Jason Rasmussen. And punt is on the way, and it's going to hit at the 45 and take a little high climber roll. And it'll be down at the 44 with no return. So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs of Montesano. We'll see how they're up 7-0, but they haven't had an offensive possession yet.
Yeah, 24-yard punt, but it did the trick. No return.
25 yards on the punt.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs on their own 44-yard line. Tyson Perry, the quarterback, he'll go out of the gun. He has 1 receiver to the far side, 2 to the near side, 1 back beside him. Turn around, hand it off to him. Trying to bounce it around the outside and pull down number 44. That'll be Gabe Bodwell. And he's dropped by Drum Gooley after a short gain of maybe 3. Yeah, they'll spot it at the 46.5, maybe the 47. 2nd down and 7 coming. Man in motion. He'll get the ball, trying to sweep around that. No, but the quarterback keeper up the middle had me faked out. And Perry kept it up the middle. Number 7 got across the 50 into High Climber territory at the 48 of the High Climbers. Called to 47, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Or, yeah, 3rd and 1, actually. Quickly,
so
the
gain of 5 on that play.
Yeah, quickly the Bulldogs go to the line of scrimmage and look to the sidelines for the play. 3 receivers look like they're heading to the far side. Actually, there's going to be 2 receivers. And then a double tight end set. With a under center will go Perry. Turn around, hand it off to Bodwell, runs into his own player, squirts up the middle and gets the first down near the 40. He ran into his own linebacker, or lineman, just went around him and squirted forward for the first down, the 41. Credit Sancelli for the tackle. 1st and 10. On the
6.
High Climber 41. Here's Perry back to pass. Pumps and voids one. Guys, goes deep. Got a guy into the end zone. Touchdown. Number 18 with the touchdown. That's Rasmussen. And that makes it 13-0. Rasmussen, with the reception. 41-yard touchdown pass and catch and run. And that makes it 13-0 with 8:29 to go first quarter. Merrill on to kick the point after.
Merrill in to attempt the extra point. Tyson Perry with the hold.
Perry will be the holder again. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. There's the spot. Kick is up. Kick is good. Make it 14-0. 8:29 to go in the first quarter. Montesano coming out strong. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
There we are. Okay, we're back. Sorry, folks. Go, Jerry.
Yeah, 4 plays, 54 yards on that touchdown drive.
So the Bulldogs are ready to tee it up and kick it back to the Highclimbers. Fisk and Zepeda Soto back about the 10-yard line, waiting from this for this kick from Romero. It's on the ground again. It's blocked. That ball's free, and it's picked up by the Bulldogs. Somebody knocked it straight up in the air from the Highclimbers and catching it and getting possession.
Go to 10 yards.
It doesn't matter. It hit a Highclimber, Jerry.
Yeah.
It hit a Highclimber, and Flink grabbed it. That should be... That is a Bulldog ball on the Highclimber 46-yard line.
And the first turnover.
Wow. Talk about getting stuck on your heels early.
Yeah.
8:25 to go here in the first quarter. It's 14-0, and Montesano has got the ball back. Timeout on the field. Grab the right side here. See if I can read this. Well, no, let's just let Jerry say some things. He's got something to say.
Timeout goes to Shelton.
Right.
They're first.
Okay.
And unfortunately, that was a turnover, first one of the game. And Shelton, Montesano has scored on their first 2 drives.
Plus
actually, you would have called that first one a drive.
The first drive, and then they opened the game with a touchdown,
yeah.
An 80-yard touchdown return
on
the kickoff. Yeah, and then they hit the 4-play drive. Here the Bulldogs are back at it on the Highclimber 46, 1st and 10. Out of the gun will go Perry, empty backfield, backs in front of him, hand off. Nope, he'll flip it to number 17. He's got a wide open field in the middle. Now he gets to the 30, he's gonna break it outside. Looks like he's gonna go all the way in for the touchdown. That's number 17, Jerry, and that is Tarek Gunter. 1 play, 46 yards, 6 points on the board again. Makes it 20-0.
And that was Gunter, 36. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. Got to tell you, Jerry, this Bulldog team is real. Here's Romero on to kick the point after. Make it to 3 touchdown lead, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter. Waiting for the spot, or the snap in the spot. Here's the spot. Snap is down, kick is up. Kick is good. 21-0, 8:13 to go first quarter. All Montesano so far. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Eight 13 to go, first quarter, 21-0. Montesano all over Shelton so far in this ball game, Jerry. And we have another kickoff for the Montesano Bulldogs.
Well, Montesano's had 2 big plays.
Yeah.
Plus the kickoff return.
I make it 3 big plays. There's another kick on the ground. That one's going to go all the way to the 12. Picked up out there by Fisk. Fisk trying to find some running room up the sidelines. He'll return it to the 25-yard line.
13-yard return.
Colton Fisk on the return.
Like to see Colton Fisk back there. He broke one open against Rochester last week.
He did.
Got
70 yards.
74 yards. I had to go back and look at the video several times to get the actual number.
Exactly, yeah.
Or as close as I could get from our position into Rochester. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on their own 25-yard line.
38-yard kickoff by Montesano.
8:08 to go first quarter. 21-0 Montesano with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Highclimbers go to a tight set. 4 guys at the end of the line on the near side, 1 on the far side. Late guy getting in there. And out of the shotgun, I think it'll go, is a direct snap, and this is Eveland. Eveland up the middle, trying to find some running room, gets to the 30. Kind of shuffling his feet sideways the whole way, looking for try to squeeze through some holes, and he did get 6 yards to the 31.
A well-earned 6 yards.
I don't know if you noticed it, Jerry, but he was basically running sideways. I mean, his body was sideways. It was very interesting. 2nd down and 4 from the 31. Same formation. Looks like Castaneda's in the backfield. And again, another snap goes directly to Evelyn. He'll get the first down across the 35 to the 37-yard line. This is a completely different formation. I guess you could call this a version of the 2023 version of the hammer. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on their own 37-yard line. Trying to ground something out here, get some momentum. Looks like it is actually Leth and Evelyn in the backfield. Snap again to Evelyn. Evelyn trying to work around this near side, nowhere to go. And the Bulldogs snuffed that one out. 3 guys there first, led by number 18 for the Bulldogs. And that is Rasmussen. No gain, 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play, 2nd down and 10.
Got a nice speaker right in our ears here, Jerry. We don't need to do any spotting. Here we go, 2nd and 10 from the 37 are the Highclimbers. Clock is running, 6:45 to go, first quarter. 21-0, Montesano with the lead, Shelton with the ball. Again, this hammer package. And it's to Evelyn. Evelyn hands it off to Fuller. Fuller trying to get around the right side, then he steps up the middle and gets 2 to the 39.
Fuller, the ball carrier.
Little different look. It's 3rd down and 8 coming for the Highclimbers. Clock continues to run. 6:15 to go, first quarter. Same formation. Evelyn and it's actually going to be a snap to Evelyn. Evelyn tripped up. Good penetration by the Bulldogs. And, well, did he get one?
Evelyn, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he did get one. 4th and
4th down and 8.
yeah, I'm going to call it 7. Jerry, just give him one on that pair.
I did.
Okay. 5:45 to go and another punt for the Highclimbers. Conklin will go back to receive the snap for the punt. Rasmussen back at about the 33-yard line waiting for this punt from Conklin. There's the snap to Conklin. He's going to take a sidestep and boot it high. Hits at the 45 and bounces, well, takes a Bulldog bounce and it goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's where the Bulldogs will take over with 5:21 remaining in the first.
16-yard punt and no return.
I think that's the key, no return.
Yeah.
So the Bulldogs get the ball on their own 48-yard line. This is their worst starting field position, isn't it, Jerry?
This is.
Yeah, I think so.
Similar to the last drive.
Well, they were on the other side of the 50, weren't they?
Where it was close.
Little play action and a dump off screen to the far side, trying to find some running room. Nowhere to go is number 24. That is that is Johansson, Tyler Johansson on the reception. Leth and Evelyn in there for the tackle. They're going to give him forward progress and only a loss of 1. So the 2nd and 11 from the 47 now. Out of the shotgun. Nope, it's going to be a direct snap to Gunter. Gunter up the middle. He's going to fight his way for the Highclimber 40 to 39, actually. That was a very deceptive and a quick snap right to number 44, Jerry.
Brought down by number 20, Ben Morford.
Morford with the tackle. And it's a 1st and 10 for Montesano on the Shelton 39.
Gain of 14 on the play.
4:40 to go, first quarter. Bulldogs leading 21-0.
Who was the carry?
44.
Thank you.
The Highclimbers show blitz, and it's going to be a false start, I think. Either that or the Highclimbers are offsides.
Bodwell is the leading carrier so far for.
It is a false. It's a false start on the Bulldogs. They'll march them back 5 to the 45, or 44, excuse me, of the Highclimbers, and it makes it 1st and 15.
That's the first penalty of the ball game.
4:29 to go, first quarter. Again, Montesano 21, Shelton nothing. Now they're going to finally figure out where they're going to spot the ball down. This is interesting. It's not a spot foul, guys. It's 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, unless they change that language or that rule. There's a snap again, and Perry's going to take it up the middle, try to skip by a guy. Got 4 yards. Tackled by Brotherton and Jerome Gooley.
Jerome Nichols with the stop. Gain of 4 on the play. Brings up 2nd down and 11.
It'll be 2nd and 11 at the 40 for the Bulldogs.
40-yard line.
Clock is running, approaching 4 minutes to go here in the half. Oh, there's a handoff to number 17, and busting in there and taking him down is going to be Evelyn. Gunter with the carry. And that's going to be a loss of, 3?
Brad Evelyn in on the tackle, and that was a loss.
Makes it 3rd down and 14 from the 43. Taking a long time to get this play off. Clock is running 3.5 minutes to go first quarter.
Shelton's defense is starting to step up a little bit.
There's a Perry back to pass, looking to the far side. He'll throw, and a little off on the target intended for number 18 to Rasmussen. Incomplete it goes. Here's 4th down coming for the Montesano Bulldogs. 4th and 14 from the 43. Is this a punt? Looks like it's a whole change of personnel for the guys in maroon. It's either they're changing to a younger crew.
I would think they're going to go for it. I think we're in.
Oh, Perry's out there.
Oh.
There's a guy back there. Romero's back to punt it. He's standing about his 40. Colton Fisk is going to stand inside his 10, waiting for this punt.
Playing a little conservative, which is okay.
Well, they got a big lead. Here's the snap. It's high. Romero gets it away with guys in his face. It's a high end-over-end punt that'll hit at the 20 and go all the way inside, and I think it got into the end zone and a touchback. Oh, they're the Bulldogs thought they got it outside the end zone, but nope. It's a touchback. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 20. So a smart move by Fisk to just let it go.
Yep.
Good coverage, however, by Montesano. They almost got it down to the 1.
Well, good height. Very good height on that punt. Gave the Bulldogs time to get down there.
They almost pinned them, pinned the Highclimbers deep, but the Highclimbers get a break in. They come out on their own 20-yard line with the 1st and 10.
I was proud of Shelton there, defense.
Conklin comes out, so it looks like the Highclimbers going back to their receiver core. It'll be a shotgun for Conklin with Fuller beside him to his right. In motion is Cepeda Soto. He'll join Cordova on this near side, set at the numbers. Back to pass goes Conklin, throws over the middle, it's intercepted! And here goes a return. Number 12, he's going to score. The pick 6 for number 12. And that is Kreitz again with another touchdown. Wow, 27-0 now. That's about, what, a 25-yard return, Jerry, 26-yard? Wow. Romero on to kick the point after. 2:56 to go here in the first quarter. Montesano looking to add on here. Another point. Waiting for the snap. On target this time. Spot is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. 28-0. 2:56 to go. First quarter. Montesano has the lead. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Well, we're back in Montesano tonight. All Bulldogs, 28-0 with 2:56 remaining here in the first quarter. And Monty's ready to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Romero has it teed up on the far hash mark at the 40. Again, the guys in maroon are going right to left on the radio dial.
What do we got? Fuller and DeSoto or
Soto.
Cepeda?
Yeah, there's a little kick on the ground. It's going to be picked up at the 32. This is Leth will return it across the 40 to the 45. Good return by Hunter Leth for the Highclimbers.
Hunter Leth on the return.
1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. That's their best starting field position so far in this ball game. 2:51 to go, first quarter. 1st and 10 for Shelton. Here comes Conklin and crew. Fuller will be in the backfield. Cordova coming wide to the near side. That is to the right of Conklin. 2 receivers to the far side. And it's like a handoff to Fuller. Fuller tried to bounce it outside. Spins just shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the carry. 2nd and 6 coming.
Jaden Fuller, the ball carrier. Tackled by number 11.
We're going to spot it right at the 49 with a 2nd and 6.
You know, Fuller's had a couple of really good games.
He has.
Over 100 yards on the last game.
Cepeda Soto wide to the near side. 2 receivers to the far side. It looks like it's going to be a handoff, however, to Fuller. Fuller trying to bounce it around the left side. Fights up near the first down marker. He's going to be about 1.5 yards short into Montesano territory at the 47.
Gain of 5 on the play by Fuller. Nice run.
Yeah, 3rd down and 2 officially.
Gain of 4.
Yep. Ball at the Montesano 47-yard line. Again, out of the gun will go Conklin. Fuller the back. Get the handoff. Got to find a hole. Breaks it into the secondary just slightly inside the 40. Keeps the feet driving. Gets to the 37-yard line. That's a good run.
Yes.
Hit that hole just nice and strong.
Gain of 10 on the play, Diedrich.
1st and 10 for Shelton at the Montesano 37-yard line.
Both teams have 2 first downs.
Brotherton and Cepeda Soto come wide to the near side. Bennett, Henry, and Wheatley Cordova wide to the far side. Out of the gun will go Conklin with Fuller, the back to his left. Man in motion is Brotherton. He'll go behind Conklin. Back to pass, fake the handoff. He'll dump it off to Brotherton. Brotherton, oh, he's just chopped up right after he got the ball and hit the line of scrimmage. No gain at all there. I didn't see who made that tackle. It was a nice tackle.
Number 5, Cody Brotherton.
So brings up 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line. 38, actually. No gain on the play.
You're fine.
Brotherton and Cepeda Soto go wide to the far side. That's the short side of the field. Cordova wide to the near side. Brotherton goes in motion towards us. Hand out to Fuller. Nope, it's a keeper by Conklin. Flag goes flying in, and Conklin no gain there. Well, let's see what the hat flag is. We're probably going to get a hold. 33 seconds remain in the first quarter.
This is the first time that Shelton has been in Montesano territory.
Right. That's exactly true. That all came from the shorter kickoff and a good effort by Hunter Leth to get close to the midfield. And that has set up this game. We're still working out the penalty here after the no gain run by Gabe Conklin. Still waiting for the call from our referee. I'd imagine it's a hold, but we're still talking. Jerry, I don't know. This is interesting. We're going to finally get a movement here. It's going to be a hold on the Highclimbers.
Holding was signaled against Shelton.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 20.
That's the first penalty on the Highclimbers.
10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Move the ball back to the 48.
Actually, it's going to be more. It's going to be from the spot. I thought it was from the line of scrimmage. Don't yeah, it's a 48. So it's 2nd and 20 from the 48 for the Highclimbers. Conklin out of the gun, goes on the rollout, sets his feet. He's going to have to avoid. He's going to launch it to the sidelines and into the coach's hands of the Bulldogs. Incomplete. It makes up 3rd down. And the 20 coming, intended for Omar.
That's one of the keys of the game. I was going to mention, they've got to give Conklin good coverage. They got to give him time.
Yeah. That is true, Jerry, and it was very evident on that play. 3rd down and 20 from the 48 for the Highclimbers. Zepeda Soto goes wide to the far side. Trips at the end of the line on the near side. That looks like it's Henry. Well, it doesn't matter. Back to pass goes Conklin out of the gun. Throws to the middle of the field. It's deflected. Actually, it was intended for Bennett Henry. It went off his hands, and it goes incomplete. It's 4th down and 20.
The offensive line there gave him more coverage, gave him time to throw.
Looks like the Highclimbers going to punt. Conklin goes back about 15 yards to receive the snap. And Rasmussen is going to go stand about the 15-yard line, waiting for this punt for the Highclimbers. Waiting for the snap. 14 seconds remain in the quarter. Here's the kick. It's a good kick that's going to bounce at the 5 and roll into the end zone, but almost took that bounce to pin him deep, but does not.
Beautiful punt. 52-yard punt.
So the Bulldogs will have 4 seconds to go here in the quarter. Start at their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, leading 28-0. It's been all Montesano.
But this is the worst possession, or worst
starting field position.
Yeah, for the Bulldogs. Thanks to that lovely
punt. Could have been. Could have been. What could have been?
Yeah, I know.
So Perry goes out of the gun. He's got a receiver on each side. Man in motion from the far side. And there's going to be a quick 5 for somebody here. I think it's going to be offsides on the Highclimbers, Jerry.
Okay.
I'm only predicting because there was a corner blitz on the run there. Nope, it's going to be a false start. I totally blew that call, Jerry. It's a false start. So 5-yard penalty on Montesano. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 15 now for Montesano Bulldogs. So
and will they let the clock run out? Yeah.
Well, they had stopped it. It's 3 seconds now. They get one play off. Man in motion to play the same play. Here's back to pass goes Perry. He's going to go long, and there's going to be a foul on that one. A flag on that one. Receiver got tripped up, and it incomplete. The quarter runs out. We will have a penalty here before we head to the break between quarters. That was just incidental contact. The legs got tied up with the receiver and defender. And
their legs.
Yeah, tripped him up, and down he went.
You made a good call there with the 3 seconds left. I didn't realize they had stopped the clock. So thank you.
Right.
For the clarification.
So it's a pass interference for the penalty on the Highclimbers, and that will give the Bulldogs a 1st down. And we head to the second quarter. 28-0 all Montesano. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Waiting for the start of the second quarter. 28-0 all Montesano tonight. The Bulldogs have 1st and 10 from their own 30 when we resume play. Jerry.
Well, yeah, there's been about 3 big plays, like you said. I was pleased on Shelton's last defensive stance. They did really well. They were able to get to the quarterback. They were able to stop the Montesano offense on the last drive, which is good news.
Is progress.
Progress, yes.
Perry will go out of the pistol this time. He's got 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Back to pass he goes. He's going to dump it off. It's complete on a little screen to the right. He's avoiding tacklers, slipping guys, and he's going to get a 1st down up the sidelines. Number 44, Bodwell with the reception and a nice bit of running. He needed 10. He got 11. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Montesano on their own 41-yard line. Out of the shotgun will go Perry. Bodwell the back behind him, beside him, and a step back to his right side. Hand off to Bodwell up the middle. He's going to bounce it outside. Chased down by Leth, and he spins him down at the 45-yard line. Give him the 46 and a 5-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 5 from the 46-yard line. Perry go empty backfield this time. 2 receivers to the far side. A receiver standing up at the end of the line near side. Back to pass he goes. Looks to the near side. He's going to throw long, a little pump and go into the target. Oh, and he dropped it right in his stride. Rasmussen with the reception, but he dropped it. He was looking for the end zone before he got the ball. Jerry bobbled it, incomplete it goes. So 3rd and 5 from the 46. 11:05 to go here in the first half. 28-0.
Got a good arm, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does.
And a sophomore.
Yeah. Taking all my things out of my brain there, Jerry. Impressed. He'll go out of the gun again. Bodwell behind him. 2 receivers on the seam on the near side. Hand off to Bodwell. Slips it out and tries to get past Jerome Gooley. No going.
Loss of 1.
Loss of 1. That's Gabriel Gooley, excuse me. That's Gabe Gooley with the... nope, it was not. It was Jerome Nichols Gooley. I had it right the first time, Jerry.
Now, if it was Rochester we were playing, they would go for that 4th down. Go for it.
Look at the scoreboard, Jerry.
Yeah,
28-0.
I know.
Get your kicker some work in here today. As Romero will go on to punt it away with a 4th and 6. Fisk back at about the 27, 28-yard line, waiting for this punt from Romero. There's the snap. A little bit of pressure, and he gets it away. High, spiraling kick, a little hit at the 25, and roll all the way inside the 5 and into the end zone. Wow, just made it in the end zone, Jerry.
55-yard punt.
Wow.
Took a nice Bulldog
bounce, but we have a roughing the kicker? Oh, my goodness. So that pretty much negates everything there.
Oh, it sure does, unfortunately.
I did see a body come flying in there with his hands up. I didn't think he made any contact. But I think this will put the Montesano offense back on the field, 1st down.
Yeah, that was a costly penalty.
Yeah. So that should give the ball.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty?
I would think so, but we're walking down here to the 20-yard line. And they're going to add it. Wait a minute, hold on here.
Okay.
Roughing the kicker. How can it be a roughing the kicker
from there
on Montesano? How can it be Montesano the kicker, roughing the kicker on Montesano? They're going to mark it off from the. They give him a 5-yard. I'm confused. That cannot be a roughing the kicker. Because they're going to give him give the Highclimbers 5 yards to the 25. I don't.
Okay, now they're going to mark it off?
They marked it off from the 20 to the 25.
And like we said, it should be a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, and your own team can't rough your own kicker, right? This is some weird stuff. I'm sorry. This didn't make any sense. This should be a...
well, it should be from the point of the foul.
No. It's 15 yards or 5 yards from the last spot. And the roughing the kicker has to be on Shelton.
Yes.
Okay, now he's got it right. And it'll give him a 1st down at the Highclimber 45-yard line.
That was correct because they gave him a 15-yard penalty
from the previous spot, from the previous line of scrimmage. Okay. That's 15 yards. I don't know why this referee was roughing the kicker, pointing towards the kicking team and then giving Shelton 5 yards.
Yeah, I didn't understand why they went all the way back down the field.
I think it was just a mistake.
Yeah.
Or an error.
Well, we're all entitled to mistakes. Okay. I won't say anything.
So we got to go from the last spot, 15 yards. It should give him a 1st down. Unless it's just an incidental contact. I guess it's going to be incidental contact. It'll be 4th and 1 from the 40.
And I would think now they will go for it.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they are. This has been quite a confusing.
And you are in 4th down territory.
Yeah, 4 down territory. And the Bulldogs have a 4th and 1 at the 45 of the Highclimbers. Perry goes under center. And we got whistles going all over the place. I think we're going to get a timeout before that play went off. I don't see any flags. This is just
confusing. It's similar to the face mask penalty. It can either be 5 or 15. Right. Same thing here on how the kicker was roughed up.
Right. He didn't give the personal foul signal. He just did the kicking. Said roughing the kicker.
Okay.
I think we're still talking about this, and I thought there was a timeout before the play got started on that just a little while ago. Well, 10 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the half. 28-0 is our score. Montesano with the lead in the ball. Should be 4th and 1 from the Highclimber 45 when we resume. And now Montesano's heading to the sidelines.
It'll be official timeout.
I guess
a team timeout.
I think they're trying to figure out exactly what to write down on that last penalty.
I hate to be sarcastic, but isn't this the 5th game of the season?
Yeah. Yeah. You would think we'd have all this worked out by now.
Yeah.
Now they're talking to Coach Smith of the Highclimbers, trying to explain this.
I would certainly want an explanation.
Yeah, there's been some strange things happening in the last week of football that are just you don't normally see, and I'll get into that a little bit. Now we're going to figure out what the last delay is about. I didn't see any flag, and they're marking the ball back. Okay, hold on here. Was it not 4th and 6? Or is it an automatic first down?
Well, I never knew that you could get just a 5-yard penalty on a roughing the kicker.
Well, it's more like running into the kicker, not roughing the kicker.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Roughing is a personal foul. Running into the kicker is a 5-yard foul.
Okay.
So
I appreciate your clarification.
But we're still not really sure what's going on here. Now they're putting the ball at the 49 of the Highclimbers. It's still 4th down. Oh, they're moving. Okay, now I get it. Okay. So they had to correct the position of the original line of scrimmage.
Okay.
And it looks like it's still going to be 4th and 1, but the ball's going to be at the 49.
And I still think Montesano is definitely going to run it.
Oh, I'm sure they're going for it. You're on the other side of the 50. You got a yard. You got Bodwell back there. You got Perry back there. You got some strong running backs. You got a great offensive line. Why not?
Now look where the marker is.
Oh, now it's going to be 4? Yeah, okay.
I don't understand.
So I guess we got to go back to what was the line of scrimmage before the punt? Do you remember, Jerry?
Yes.
I was saying 45.
Yeah, I think it was.
So you put 5 yards on that. That should put it at the 50. And that's what we're getting a delay here. I was going to talk about something, and I was going to wait till halftime to do so. And I want everybody to think about this. There's a rule. It's called fair catch, free kick. Think about that. Out of a punt, fair catch, free kick. And we'll get into that and what happened last Saturday in Paulsbo. Now we're going to go. Okay. Now
well, a free kick would be when you have a safety.
No. So it's 4th and 1 from the 44 in a direct a run there by Romero. And there's a flag on the play as well. And there's a hands to the face penalty on the Bulldogs. All this for a 10-yard penalty. So that should make it 4th and 11 and put it back at the 44 of the for the Montesano Bulldogs, if I'm doing the math right.
And if the listening audience, Dietrich does a great job of play-by-play, and he will get a chance to do some play-by-play here in a few minutes, right?
I hope so. Now, this is only going to be a 5-yard penalty, so we're back at the 49 of Montesano with a 4th and 6. Okay, I don't know why hands to the face is a 5-yard. I thought that was a 10-yard penalty. Or even a block at the back. I don't know. So Romero's on to punt the ball again. Now we're at a 4th down, and there's nobody back. And finally, Fisk is actually it's going to be Cepeda Soto going to stand about the 25. Waiting for the snap. High snap. Romero gets it. Boots it.
Wow.
High end over end kick that Cepeda Soto will drop at the 40, and it's going to be fouled on by, I think, Morford. at the, I'm sorry, it's dropped about the 10, and it'll be at the 13-yard line.
That was a good recovery by Morford.
Yeah. Right place, right time. That
could have gone the other way easily.
No, I'm sorry, that was way off camera. I was not looking at that. I was looking. Wow. Okay, so the Highclimbers get the ball on their own 13-yard line. 1st and 10, 9:57 to go in the half, trailing 28-0. And
now we're going to get back to
something. I'm hoping. I don't know. So the Highclimbers break the huddle. This is going to go back to the hammer. Eveland and Leth in the backfield. 3 receivers standing up at the end of the line. It's going to be, I don't know who had the ball, Jerry. It's going to be I guess it's Eveland? No, it's not Eveland with the carry. Who had the ball? Oh, it's Fuller. Fuller took a handoff from Eveland, and he snuck out 3 yards. I got a pole right in the middle of the way. I can't see what's going on, Jerry. I might have to rely on you here.
Okay.
Same formation again. A snap. This goes to Leth. Leth up the middle. He stood up at the line of scrimmage and knocked back by a pack of wolves, or pack of Bulldogs, I should say.
That's the first carry by Left Hunter.
Hunter Left. And I think no gain. So 3rd and 7 from the, 16-yard line. High snap, and Leth had to go up and get it, bring it down, and run straight up the middle near the 20-yard line. It'll be 4th down and short coming. Well, it's like 4th and 5 coming. And here comes the punting team for the Highclimbers. Conklin will come in to boot it from about his 5. Rasmussen will stand about the 45 for the Bulldogs. 8.5 minutes to go here in the half. Waiting for the snap from Leth. Conklin's gonna fake it, go right up the middle. Try to break it outside, and he's tripped up out. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage, Jerry. He was tripped up at about the 18. Loss of a couple there. Romero got the tackle for the Montesano Bulldogs, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line, Jerry.
Yeah, that was a pretty risky play. I know they've done this in the past. They were very successful with this last week against Rochester. It looked like a punting situation. They faked it. They got a 1st down on a long 4th and yardage. But it wasn't successful this time, unfortunately.
Perry out of the gun. Bodwell in motion. Kate the handoff. Try to run around the outside. He's going to score, Jerry. Nobody's going to touch him till that goal line. One play, 19 yards, another 6 points. 8:07 to go here in the first half. It's now 34-0.
Good for a 19-yard.
Wow.
19-yard touchdown for the Bulldogs.
Jerry's flipping pages, going back and forth on his stat sheet. It's got a lot of scribbling on that. I don't know how he makes any sense of his stat sheet, but he does. So Romero on to kick the point after with Perry the holder. The holder's right behind the pole. There's the snap. Spot is down. Kick is up. Oop, it's a little shorter. I don't think he made it. Nope, it was short, and it's no good. But the Bulldogs maintain their 34-0 lead on Shelton. 8:07 to go in the half. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we're back in Montesano. Bulldogs lead 34-0 over the Shelton Highclimbers. 8:07 to go in the first half.
They've scored on every drive except one.
Yep.
Kickoff for the Bulldogs.
So Romero's going to tee it up at the 40 to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Fisk and Zepeda Soto back about the 10-yard line, waiting for the kickoff from Romero. The Bulldogs are kicking from left to right on your radio dial.
And Romero's done a nice job on his kicking.
Oh, excellent kickers. We joke about kickers, but they are such an integral part of this game.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Field position is huge. Here's the run up by Romero. Kick is on the ground. Is going to bounce over Evelyn's head. Is going to be picked up at the 15 by Fisk. Fisk going in the opposite direction. Changes up the middle. Gets to the 30, 35, 40. On the outside, 50. To the 45 and out of bounds at the Montesano 42-yard line. Colton Fisk with a big return. That should get things started a little bit for the Highclimbers, we hope. Is there a flag on the field, Jerry? Or?
Yeah, no, there's no flag.
Okay.
I'm just trying to do the math.
45 yards on the return.
Yeah, there we go.
Just wait for the guys in the booth to give you the numbers, Jerry. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate him.
He's doing a great job.
He is.
1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the Montesano 45. Out of the gun will go Conklin, empty backfield. 2 receivers far side, 3 to the near. Oh no, and there's going to be a false start. As the receiver took off a little too early on the far side, Jerry. That'll cost him 5. And marching back 5, it'll be 1st and 15 from the 47 now. 7:54 to go here in the half, 34-0. Montesano with the lead, Shelton with the ball. Out of the gun will go Conklin with a 2x3. Back to pass goes Conklin. Gabe flushed out. He's going to roll out to the far side, throw down the sidelines, and threw it away. Smart play by Gabe. Not much to do there. It'll be 2nd and 15 from the 47.
But he did do a good job of throwing in an area where we did have a receiver,
right.
And he was able to get. They flushed him out of the
pocket.
But
pocket.
Yeah, you're right. He did a good job.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 15 from the 47. 7:45 to go in the half. 38-4 is the score. Montesano with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Back to pass goes Conklin out of the gun. Again avoided, but then wrapped up and dropped at his own 45. Yeah.
8-yard loss.
Yeah, Paella with the sack, and it's going to be 3rd down. And what, that's 23, okay. Wow. 3rd down coming for the Highclimbers. They're going backwards.
Yeah, it's going to be a passing situation, but Montesano knows that.
2 receivers to the far side, 3 to the near. Snap a little off. Gabe does a good job. Dumps it off quickly and intended for Cordova. Broken up by a couple of Bulldogs out there.
Just a little bit low on that pass, and it was a nice effort by the receiver to try to catch it. But just a little low on the pass.
So it's going to be 4th down and 23 from the 45, and Conklin's on to punt it away. Rasmussen is probably going to dance his way back to the 30 to return this kick. Here's a boot.
Nice
high,
punt.
Spiraling, fair catch called for at the 20 by Rasmussen. And that's where Montesano will start out with the ball. 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
35-yard punt, no return, and that was high, nice, and it allowed the Highclimbers good coverage.
So just under 7 minutes remaining here in the half, 34-0. Montesano on top. Come out with the ball with 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line.
Is Conklin still punting?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Perry will go out of the gun. He's got a receiver on each side and the tight ends at the end of the line and a yard back. Nobody behind him or beside him. Man in motion is Bodwell. He'll fake the handoff to him. Back to pass. He avoids one rusher. Gonna throw it deep. Got a guy there. Fingertip grab. Complete. Nope, he did not. Incomplete. Nice attempt. He had his fingertips on there by Polar. I thought he had it, Jerry, just on the fingertips. It must have hit the turf and bounced out.
Good arm.
Good grief, he's got a good arm.
Yep.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 20. 6:49 remaining. in the half. Again, empty backfield. Two receivers at the far side, one on the near side. Botwell in motion. Nope, it's going to be a keeper by Perry. Straight up the middle. He's going to be tripped up and falls forward to the 28-yard line. I think Jerome Nichols-Gooley got the credited with the tackle there. Otherwise, Perry is off to the races, Jerry.
Yeah, 7-yard gain.
Be
8-yard gain.
8-yard, yeah, Jerry. I was just going to say, they're going to spot him at the 28, so it's 3rd and 2. Perry has Bodwell in the backfield with him. It's going to be a direct snap to Bodwell. He's trying to bounce it outside. The Highclimbers are staying with it. Bodwell still on his feet trying to find something and get a yard, Jerry. He fought for that yard. He got to the 20.
His knee hit the ground.
He got the yard, Jerry. He got the yard. I'm staying with he got the yard.
Okay.
It's 4th and 1 from the 29.
Okay, thank you.
He got the yard. I'm standing my ground on that one.
Well, yeah, and I'll agree with you there. And unfortunately, he extended his arms far enough for a first down. But yeah, you're right. He hit the knee.
Oh, he's still short. He needed 2. He only got 1.
He had to have 1 more yard.
Romero into punt it away. Perry is an up guy, so watch the fake here. Fisk will stand about his 37. Snap to Romero, gets off another beautiful punt, high end over end punt that Fisk will bobble, and I think he got it at the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, he called for the fair catch, had it in his hands, he dropped it, and it bounced right back into his hands. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers at the Shelton 36.
35-yard punt. And good coverage by Montesano. And Fisk, like you said, called for the fair catch and did recover.
A little bit of a bobble.
Yeah.
So 5:18 to go. Here come the Highclimbers. Conklin will go empty backfield, send 3 receivers to the near side. It's Zepeda, Soto, Williams, and Brotherton. 2 receivers to the far side. Bad snap, and Conklin had a drop on it. So Fuller was in the slot on the far side. So a loss of, 6 back to the 30-yard line.
Loss of 6 on the play brings up 2nd down and 16.
So 2nd and 16 from the 30. Clock is running, 4:55 to go here in the half.
And that's the first bad snap we've seen tonight.
Fuller comes to the backfield, step beside Conklin. He'll hand it off to Fuller. Fuller spins up the middle, gets to the 35. So it'll be, 3rd down and 11 coming for the Highclimbers. They're lining Fuller up in the slot, and he came back to the running back position. He's in the slot on the far side. The receiver on the far side is Cordova. It's 3 on this near side. Brotherton in between. It's Williams in between Brotherton and Zepeda Soto.
And in the neutral zone?
It's a false start.
Okay.
Receiver took off just a step and knew it as he half-stepped it. It's like, I can't believe I'm doing this. So we don't call out who the player is. We don't need him to know. He already knows. So it's going to be 3rd down and 16 from the 30. Highclimbers need to get to the 46 for the first down. Back to pass goes Conklin out of the gun. He's going to throw to the middle to Brotherton. He caught it, got the first down, still on his feet to the 50, and inside Bulldog territory to the 48. Nice catch by Cody Brotherton. He actually left his feet to get it, and it went right in his belly, and he had the wherewithal to keep his feet going to get that first down and the extra yards.
Gain of 10 on that play?
Oh, more than that, Jerry. It was
more than that?
Yeah, it's going to be like 17.
Okay, thank you.
Out of the gun, empty backfield. Conklin back to pass. Short drop. Finds Fuller. Oh, off his hands, incomplete. Fuller on a full sprint hit it just a little bit behind him, and it popped out. 2nd and 10 from the 48.
Yeah, if he kept on to that, there's a good chance he could have gone all the way.
Well, with his speed and his ability, we've seen him get those long passes and take off for touchdowns late in the game. Needs to do it now. 4 minutes remain in the half. 34-0. Montesano with the lead. Shelton with the ball. Back to pass goes Conklin out of the gun. He's going to be flushed out a little bit. Dumps it off to Fuller, and he can't get that one. Just a little too low. It'll be 3rd and 10 from the 48 now.
Rasmussen on coverage. 3rd down and 10.
And like what you were referring to, I was proud of Shelton at the end of the game. Towards the end of the game, they didn't give up.
Right.
They came back and scored a couple touchdowns at the end of the game. They're always out there trying.
Conklin again out of the gun. He's got a 3x2. 3 to the near, 2 to the far. Same play going long for Fuller. He's got him this time. Caught it inside the 15. Runs inside the 10 and then dropped inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. Big play there.
43-yard pass play, Diedrich.
First and goal for the Highclimbers inside the 5-yard line for Shelton. Inside the, it's going to spot it at the 3 of the Bulldogs.
So add 2 more to that.
Here comes a hammer package. Oh, another bad snap, and Leth had to kind of bounce it like a basketball right back to his hands. And a loss of 2 on the play, maybe 3, depends on whether they're going to spot his forward progress. It's going to be a loss of 3, so it's going to be second and goal from the 6 now.
Who is the ball carrier?
34.
3 on the play, first and goal from the 6-yard line.
And we have a timeout by the Highclimbers with 3:08 to go here in the half.
Their second timeout.
So we will keep it right in here. Boy, lighting is pretty bad over here, Jerry. You've got a nice light. I don't have any light.
Yeah.
I can't really read that, so I'm not going to bother to try. It's okay, no big deal. Jerry, don't worry about it. I'll live. I'll readjust myself. So 3:08 remains in the half. 34-0 Montesano on top. Shelton with a second and goal from the 6-yard line in the timeout. Don't worry about it, Jerry. Don't worry about it. I can do the same thing with the light on my phone, so I'm not going to bother to worry about it. We'll try to make that up in the
it is tough.
halftime.
It is tough.
Well, you have a light. You're under light. I'm in the shadows.
You are.
I don't know how I got in the shadows. So here come the teams breaking their sideline huddles. Second down and a goal from the 6-yard line for the Highclimbers. The hammer package is out there. Conklin will go in between Leth and Eveland, and Fuller will be behind him. Actually be the pistol. And they'll break out of the lineup. Alone in the back, a little toss to Fuller. Fuller picks his way up the middle. He's going to get to the 2, still trying to fight for it. Maybe it's only the 3, depends on the spot. 3-yard pickup, I believe.
Yeah.
So it'll be third and goal from the 3.
And this is the first time they're in the red zone.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point there. Spot the ball on the hash mark far side, just inside that hash mark. But we still call it the 3-yard line. So third and goal. Same formation with the pistol formation, and the backs will shift out with Fuller behind Conklin. Conklin again tosses it to Fuller. He'll avoid one guy and can't get by the second guy. Down he goes. I'm going to say a loss of 1 on that one, Jerry. Back to the 4.
Yeah, maybe he lost.
No, I guess they're going to spot it at the 3. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 3 and a timeout called.
He said he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He didn't look like it from here, but a very generous spot. So a timeout by the Highclimbers with 2:12 remaining in the half. I really want to read this one, Jerry, but I can't. If you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also use that handle to follow us on Twitch. We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified the next time we upload a video or go live like tonight. So it'll be fourth and goal from the 3 for the Shelton Highclimbers when we resume play here with 2:12 remaining in the half. All Montesano so far, 34-0. The Highclimbers knocking on the door, would like to put some points on before the end of the half. This is the closest they've been.
The last 4 minutes of the second quarter,
Yeah.
first 4 minutes of the third quarter. We'll talk about that.
Same shift out of the pistol. Conklin, flip it to Fuller. Fuller's going to pass, and he's going to be dropped at the 10. I was wondering if they were going to do something like that, a little trickery.
Yeah.
And Fuller just couldn't get his feet set to find the receiver, and over on downs it goes.
Well, they were trying that halfback pass, but
nice idea. Just
and it works sometimes.
Sometimes, but Montesano was ready for it. So it'll be first and 10 for Montesano on their own 10-yard line with 2:04 to go in the half, leading 34-0. Here comes Perry, bringing him out. He'll go empty backfield, it looks like. Nope, there's Bodwell with him. He'll step to his right. 2 receivers on each side. Out of the gun will go Perry. Nope, he's going to pull it down and run up the middle behind Bodwell. And he'll be dropped at the 13-yard line. Maybe the 14, give him 4.
Okay.
Make it 2nd down and 6. From the 14, Bennett Henry credited with the tackle. 1:45 and counting on the first half clock. I would expect Montesano just keep grinding it out here. Little flip this time to Bodwell. Bodwell working around the near side, gets to the 20, turns it up to the 30, 35. He's knocked out of bounds by Zepeda Soto. Oops, sorry, I didn't move my camera. And they'll
21-yard carry by Bodwell.
They'll mark him out at the 38-yard line.
He does a nice tightrope, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Minute and a half remaining in the half. The clock stopped as Bodwell got out of bounds.
Bodwell definitely has good balance.
Perry will go out of the gun. Bodwell a step behind him and to his left. 3 receivers in a bunch on the seam on the far side. Pass to those receivers, and it's incomplete. Tackle out there, but the ball went off of Rasmussen's helmet. Incomplete, it falls. Oh, they're going to say it was complete? I don't think it was complete, guys. The referees say it was complete and a loss on the play. That was an incomplete pass.
And if it was an incomplete pass in a way, it might have been a good idea.
They're gonna change the call to incomplete pass.
Because if it's incomplete, then they don't lose that yardage.
Right, and the clock doesn't stop. It stopped at 1:12. Just pointing that one out.
Whereas if he caught it, you're saying, yeah.
And a timeout on the field. Montesano will take a timeout with 1:12 remaining. They'll have a 2nd down and 10 from the 38. They haven't changed the down marker on the far side, Jerry.
I believe that's the first timeout for Montesano. I think Shelton's used all theirs.
No, they have 2.
They have what?
Yeah, well, they're not showing it on the board.
They're not showing it. I thought they were.
I think you're right,
but they're
Jerry.
not.
They're not.
Yeah.
You're right. I think you're right. That has got to be the first time out by Montesano.
It is.
So 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs on their own 38-yard line. Perry has 3 receivers on the on the seam on the near side. A little toss to Bodwell. He's got blockers out there. Bodwell's bounced it outside and comes up diving for the 45. Got out of bounds, stopped the clock. Nope, they say he stayed in bounds. Approaching a minute, still going. He did not get out of bounds. Ball spotted at the 46.
Gain of 7 on the play by Bodwell.
3rd down and 2. Here's a handoff to Bodwell up the middle this time. He'll get the first down and dive across the 50 into Highclimber territory at the 49, and they'll stop the clock with a timeout at 42 seconds. Evelyn credited with the tackle there. And timeout by Monty.
Second timeout for the Bulldogs.
Be 1st and 10 when we resume play here in a moment. You think I know these things by heart and I could just rattle them off, but I do not.
We're going to get a little light for you.
Next time. I've got a light on my desk. Doesn't help me. Doesn't help today. I don't know. We got a great little light on my desk that I just use every once in a while. And would really need to do it. Maybe I could use the camera light here. Got all kinds of lights in my office. I don't think I have a light in my bag. Nope, don't have a light in the bag. Either way.
So when we go on me today, I forgot the certificates, but I found somebody to run them off. My master. You always, when you're in a hurry, it's easy to forget
I know.
things.
I don't, we go on the road, we don't know what we're going to find. And we're on the road in Montesano. 42 seconds remain in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 49. Whistle before the play. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't see a flag. It should put the 2 seconds back on the clock. But they're not. That's interesting.
Yeah, we don't know why they stopped the play.
Somebody wasn't ready.
Okay.
So the Bulldogs will swap ends. And Perry will go on the roll out to the far side, looking downfield. Got a flag on the play. He'll tuck it under, try to run. and he'll break tackles, get the first down, or get very near the first down.
There was a holding right there.
There's a flag in the backfield and a flag on the side of the far sidelines. So, pick a penalty here. Jerry's saying it's a hold. I'm thinking it might be a lined up offsides by the.
But they would have called that Suter, would they?
No, not necessarily.
We're trying to speculate here, as you can tell.
We
should
have no
wait for the
idea.
call, but we'll see.
I'm thinking Jerry called it with the hold. If there is 2 fouls on Montesano, the hold would be the one to take.
You'll say no on one and take the other one.
Let's see what the call is. It's going to be a hold on. Oh, they're going to refuse the hold. There's going to be a hold. There's 2 holds on the play. Okay, so they're going to take the hold from behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 10-yard penalty from the 45, so that'll put it back down at the 35. So that'll be first and 26, I think.
First down and 26.
Here is Perry back to pass. He'll step up, and he will not go down. Brad Evelyn had him by the hips. Couldn't bring him down, but his forward progress was stopped, and that will be a sack on the books. A loss of, 3, looks like. Back to the 32-yard line. 6 seconds remain in the half, and that'll do it for the first half, Jerry. The teams are heading to the locker room with the Montesano Bulldogs leading 34-0 after 1 half of football. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back. We'll talk about the fair catch, free kick. Jerry will have some stats. We'll get into all that when we come back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
With every load secured, every cigarette butt that doesn't go out the window, every fast food bag that arrives at its proper destination, and every time we politely say, hey, there's a better place for that, Washington gets a little cleaner, a little safer, a little more breathtaking. Because small choices add up to a home we can all be proud of. We keep Washington litter-free.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
And it's halftime here at Montesano. Turn that off. Maybe I could hear myself think here. Get the scoreboard out. It's 34-0 all Montesano tonight. Jerry's working on his task. Don't worry about it, Jerry. I'm going to talk about the what we talked about in the break, or before we take the break. A fair catch, free kick. And this happened last Saturday in the resumed game between North Kitsap and North Mason in Paulsbo. It was 37-0. 8 seconds remain in the first half. North Mason has 4th and I think it was 10 or more on their own 7-yard line. They were punting. They punted the ball. North Kitsap called a fair catch. They caught it at the 42-yard line. And now, under the rule, you can get a free kick out of that situation. You fair caught it, called a free kick, which means you can kick a field goal from that spot with no defensive rush. The defenders have to be 10 yards off the line, and the kicker kicked a 52-yard field goal in the half, and it was 4 seconds. So it's a fair catch, free kick. Off the record in my interview with Coach Mark Smith, I asked him about that, and he says, oh, yeah, I've done that. And it's just one of those rare things you don't see hardly ever, but it is in the rule books, because I was sitting there going, what is this? And I had to look it up. So fair catch, free kick, and what turned out to be 3 points for North Kitsap. And I think they just wanted to try something different, give their kicker some work, even though he was kicking off quite a bit. That was last Saturday. The North Mason Bulldogs are hosting Bremerton tonight. And, yeah, we don't have a score on that, but tonight here between Shelton and Montesano, it's been all Bulldogs, 34-0. Jerry will have some statistics for us in just a moment. And we'll take another break, and we'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton halftime score. We're on Montesano, 34, Shelton 0. We'll be back in a moment.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Mason Health wants you to stay healthy. Are you turning 65? Mason Health can help you maximize all that Medicare has to offer. Did you know Medicare covers preventive services under the Medicare Wellness Program? Medicare coverage includes screenings for depression, diabetes, obesity, and alcohol misuse. You can also get mammograms, pap smears, pelvic exams, and more. Talk to your healthcare provider, or you can find more information on masongeneral.com.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Well, it's halftime here at Montesano. All Montesano tonight, 34-0 is our score, with the Bulldogs well in control here at the mid-game break. And Jerry has some statistics for us.
I do.
Oh, go for it, Jerry.
We'll start with the visitors, the Shelton Highclimbers. Shelton had 6 first downs. The passing game was 3 passes completed out of 12 attempts. So they got 60 yards on those 3 completed passes. Jaden Fuller caught a nice pass for 43 yards, put him down on about the 5-6 yard line, I remember, on that pass play.
Yeah, I got it to 3, actually.
3?
You got it to the 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Cody Brotherton caught 2 passes. One was, there was no gain. and the other one was for 17 yards. So if you add the 17 and I'm going to say 43 yards, which you're correct, it'd be 3 completed passes for 60 yards. The running game, Jaden Fuller, of course, was the leading rusher for the Highclimbers. He had 10 carries for 36 yards. Gabe Conklin had 3 carries, but he was sacked in the backfield a couple times, and so he lost 14 yards. Brad Evelyn had 5 carries for 16 yards, and Leth Hunter had 3 carries for 4 yards. So that adds up to 21 carries for a total of 68 yards. Add the 60 in the air, add the 68 on the ground. You've got 128 yards total for the Highclimbers in the first half. I did think, correct me if I'm wrong, I saw some improvement on the Highclimber defense in the second quarter.
You're right. Yeah, the Bulldogs didn't really have as much of a free reign as they did in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had 28 points in the first quarter.
Yeah. So,
and we've only got 34.
So that's a positive. Penalty-wise, we had 5 penalties for 40 yards. I'd like to see that a little bit lower. I was real pleased with, we didn't have any returns except one, Hunter Leth, who was back a little ways, not too far from, he's playing midfield. He made a nice return for about 15 yards.
Right.
And that really helped set up us getting down into the red zone. But that was probably the one thing we could say that was real positive.
All right, so Montesano, what do you got on their
what I got on Montesano is they only had 5 first downs. But the thing is, you got to remember, they had the big plays.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the 80-yard return.
And the
you look at
40-plus yard.
Yeah. Then you look at the interception by number 12. That neither one of those touchdowns was anything like a sustained drive.
No.
They were quick.
Boom. And a couple of times there were just one play score. Play score.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Tyson Perry was 2 for 6 for a total of 41 yards. His leading receiver was Mason Rasmussen, who caught a pass for 41 yards. Now, on the ground, that's a little bit different. Montesano had 126 yards on 17 carries. Their leading ball carrier was, of course, Gabe Bodwell.
Yeah. Had to be.
And I know Gabe's grandfather real well.
Okay.
So Terry Gunner had a carry for 36 yards, and Tyler Perry had 4 carries for 14 yards. Johansson, who's their receiver, did run twice for 4 total yards. So if you add the 41 yards in the air and the 126 yards on the ground, they had a total of 187. But you got to remember, like you said, the big plays.
The big plays, but that is a lot of yards for a half on the ground.
Would you like me to run down the score?
Oh, I suppose.
Okay. I know you want to hear this.
Go ahead.
Number 12, 80-yard kickoff. Point after tip was good. That was by Christ, I think.
It was number 12.
We were questioning that.
It was Taryn Kreitz.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got
But it was him.
It was him, yeah.
Okay, next, that made it 7-0. And then number 41 caught a touchdown pass. That was Rasmussen from Perry, and that was 41 yards. That made it 14-0. And then Gunner ran the ball for 36 yards. That made it 21-0. And then there was an interception by number 12. The point after tip was good. That made it 27 or 28.
28.
28. That's right, 28, because the next touchdown was done by Bodwell on a 19-yard touchdown run, and the point after attempt was no good.
Yeah, it was.
So you're correct.
Yeah, that kick
it was short.
It was short, and it was weird. I think somebody might have got a hand on it for the Highclimbers. That's the only way I could think of, because Romero has been almost perfect on every one of his kicks except for that one.
That kicking game has been really good for Montesano. The other thing that hurt Shelton is the 2 turnovers. The interception.
The interception and that kickoff
onside,
fumble.
kind of a.
It wasn't onside. It was just a kickoff that was batted into the air. It was a line drive. It went up in the air, came down, and there was a pack of Highclimbers there, and a couple more maroon shirts came in there, and the maroon shirts grabbed it. And that was it. But it was basically a turnover. It's a fumble.
Yeah.
It's a lost fumble.
Yeah.
It
so
basically
2 turnovers.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate.
Fumble, interception, and an interception.
Right. And
that's it, Dietrich. And I want to say you're right. Romero, I have a big asterisk by his name. Good kicking game.
Yeah, and he's keeping them guessing. He's not just booting it deep on his kickoffs. He's keeping them on the ground. I think most of them have
getting
been
a roll.
Getting a roll, and his punts have been beautiful. They've been
really high,
giving great coverage, time for coverage.
And you know, Dietrich, we usually are very noted for our returns. You look at Zapata, Soda, he does a nice job.
Right.
You look at
Colton Fisk.
Now we did have Colton Fisk did make a nice
return. Yeah.
Return.
Yeah.
So I forgot to mark that down. But that was a nice return on his part.
Right. It's good to see Colton back in there. He kind of got a late start this year. Injury, I think, early on. And
I think so.
And then they got him on in week 2, I believe.
Well, we like watching him in baseball, too.
Oh, yeah.
Good shot.
Most of these guys are 3-sport athletes either way. So, anyways.
Well, thank you for the corrections on that and highlighting what I was saying.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
It's been... I'm really, really impressed with Montesano. I got to tell you, Jerry.
Well, look at what Montesano did to Black Hills.
Right. Well, I don't know if Black Hills is going to be that strong this year.
Well, yeah, they lost to a team that...
They lost to Rochester.
Rochester, 20-14 in overtime.
In overtime. And we saw Rochester last week, and they were very impressive.
I was very impressed with their running game, and they passed enough to keep us honest. But they ran that, I don't know if you want to call it a full house backfield.
Well, it's
3 people back there.
Right, it's what they call a T.
Okay.
You got the 3 backs, quarterback under center, in a line, and yeah, it's a T formation or a full house backfield, and it's been.
And when we were sitting,
we
couldn't tell who the carrier was.
Yeah, almost
because
impossible.
The quarterback just did a beautiful job.
And and for all we know, he might have handed it off to one guy, and that guy handed it off to somebody else. We don't know. We just know who ends up with the ball at the end of the play, and that who gets the credit for the carry.
And I thought you did a good job on a difficult situation.
Well, we know now where to go in Rochester, and we will be back there in 2 years, not this season or next season. Anyways, we got a second half to get to. 34-0 is our halftime score. Montesano on top. And it's been all Bulldogs in the first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a moment on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back here and waiting for the start of the push that button. Start of the third quarter. The Highclimbers will get the ball to start the third quarter as they won the toss and deferred. So Romero will kick it off for the Bulldogs. And he'll tee it up at the 40. Kick it to the Highclimbers. Zepeda Soto and Colton Fisk. That's Omar Zepeda Soto standing at the 10 and the far side. And Colton Fisk on at the 9 on the near side.
And it's too bad that Shelton did not score in that last 4 minutes of the second quarter and now try to score here in the first few minutes.
Here's another line drive kick that'll take a weird bounce, and Colton Fisk will grab it at the 15, get to the 20, 25, just shy of the 25, where he lowered his shoulder trying to get to the 25, and I think he'll come up about a yard short of the 24. So 9-yard return, Jerry, right? Is that right?
4 or 5 yards.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
That's what I was asking. I think. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Shelton at their own 24-yard line.
Let's see now if the Highclimbers can score.
See what they can put together here. They got a long drive. They needed a sustained drive like they had in at the end of the last quarter. Getting some positive here. Conklin will come out. He'll go empty backfield. Hash mark near side. 2 receivers in a bunch and the near side. It's Zepeda Soto, and I believe that is Brotherton. Back to pass goes Conklin. He'll be flushed out to the wide side, being chased, pursued, and dropped at the 20. Nice pursuit by number 52. And that is Peyton Damaszewicz.
And I heard through the grapevine that the linebackers for Montesano have a lot of speed.
Now you saw it right there, Jerry. So it'll be 2nd down and 14 from the 20 for the Highclimbers. Out of the gun will go Conklin. He's got 2 receivers on each side. Back to pass, stays in the center, throws to the middle of the field, is deflected. It was intended for Jaden Fuller. Deflected by one of the linebackers again, Cherry. I don't know who it was. Nope, it was actually number 24 with the deflection, and that is Tyler Johansson. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from, I'm sorry, 3rd and 14 from the 20. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Empty backfield for Conklin. Back to pass he goes. Sets up, and he's going to be dropped again. Busting in there, first guy in there. Number 11, Paella.
We've mentioned that name a couple times.
Yeah, he drops Conklin back at the 12-yard line. It'll be 4th down, and that's a 3 and out, Jerry.
Yeah, loss of 8 on that play.
Wow. So Conklin's in to kick from his end zone.
And hopefully Conklin will get a nice kickoff. He's been pretty active, pretty good this year in his punting game.
Rasmussen standing at the 44. Here's the kick from Conklin. It's high, spiraling kick that'll hit at the 35 and take a Highclimber roll to the 41, 42-yard line. And no return, and that's where the Bulldogs will take over at the 41 of Shelton.
28-yard punt, but what was nice, it was high. It took a little bit of a Shelton roll. Good coverage.
10:32 to go in the third quarter. 34-0. The Bulldogs with the lead and the ball. Here comes Perry and company. It's Tyson Perry, the quarterback for the Bulldogs. Looks like we'll have a new back in the backfield. Number 17, if I see that right. That is Gunter in the backfield. Bodwell is one of the receivers on the far side. He'll go in motion. Actually, no, that is Rasmussen. A handoff. Nope, it'll be a pass. Pass over to the side and sliding down and catching it.
Yeah. He did not use the ground on that catch. That was good.
That'd be Bodie Poehler with a catch inside the 30 to the 28. That's 1st and 10.
And that is his first catch.
Poehler will come wide to the near side. Rasmussen wide to the far side. Out of the gun will go Perry with Bodwell behind him. Turn around, handoff. Nope, he'll fake the handoff and he'll dump it off. And it's complete to 24. He'll fight his way inside the 20. It's Johansson. Tyler Johansson gets the ball and returns it to the 16. It's another first down First and 10 from the 16 for the
Good
Bulldogs.
sustained drive by the Bulldogs, and that was a gain of 12 on that play to Johansson.
Under 10 minutes remaining, third quarter, 34-0. Montesano with the lead in the ball in Highclimber territory. Here's a handoff to Bodwell. He'll bounce it outside, trying to get by the grasp of Henry. He'll get to the 10, though, with a 6-yard pickup.
He made something out of nothing.
That's exactly right. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, bounced it outside, and gets 6 yards. Second and 4 from the 11. And who has the ball? Jerry, handoff to Bodwell. Get inside the 5 to the 2.
Oh, gain of 5 on that? Yeah, I'm doing the math, yeah.
That was more than that. It was 9 yards.
Okay.
So it's first and goal from the 2 for the Bulldogs, and a handoff to Bodwell, and he gets in for the touchdown. Boom, boom, boom. There's another 6 points, and it's 40-0.
Yeah, second touchdown in a row by Bodwell, and that makes it 40-0. So now do we go into that rule?
We should. After this, and the kickoff, we'll hit the running clock. It's 40-0 with 9:11 remaining in the third quarter. Romero on to kick the point after. Holder is Perry. Waiting for the snap. Well, there's the snap. The spot is down. Kick is up. That one looks good, and it is.
He's 5 out of 6 on his point after tips.
9:11 to go, third quarter. 41 for Montesano, nothing for Shelton. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC in KMAS Shelton.
This broadcast is copyright protected by Digiproof on behalf of Diedrich Allen and Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of its contents, pictures, descriptions, and accounts without the consent of Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, MasonWebTV.com, and Hood Canal Communications is prohibited.
And we're back here at Montesano. Is now 41-0. Montesano in control. It's a 40-point mercy rule, so we should have a running clock from here on out.
Now, when would they stop the clock on that, Diedrich?
Timeouts and scores, sometimes penalties. It depends on the refereeing crew.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes penalties.
Thank you for the clarification.
So the clock should run on the catch. So Romero has it teed up at the 40. And Zepeda Soto and Colton Fisk are back inside their 10, waiting for this kickoff from Romero.
Colton Fisk has had a nice return already.
Here's a run up and the kick. Still on the ground, takes a bounce. Still be picked up by Eveland. Eveland at the 30, 35, and a flag on the play on the near sideline. The play's on the far sideline. Just shy of the, depends, maybe across the 40. I didn't see where he picked it up there. It was about the 25. And we're going to check out this flag, though. It'll be a block in the back on the Highclimbers.
Yeah.
Illegal block signaled against the Highclimbers.
Well, they marked the ball originally at the 38, so it should be the 28. Let's see if this refereeing crew is going to do the right way this time. They're marking it off the right way. So it'll be first and 10. It should be at the 28 for the Highclimbers.
And that's from the point of the foul?
That's going to be at the end of the play because the flag is up here at the 45.
Okay.
So they'll just mark it off at the end of the play. It'll be first and 10 from the 28. Clock is running with 8:10 to go here, third quarter. 41-0 is our score. Highclimbers with offense, and a bad snap, and Conklin has to fall on it.
Play recovered by Fisk.
Another thing to work on in the week, I think, is snaps, Jerry.
Well, I thought they were starting to improve on that, and now we're seeing a couple of those situations happening. I know one game it was pretty bad, but it looked like they were improving in the first half, but now...
No, not so much.
Not too much, no.
So Conklin will go out of the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Henry wide out to the numbers on the near side. Fuller in the backfield and to Conklin's left. Brotherton in motion. Snap on target this time. Back to pass. And Conklin will dump it off into a crowd caught by Fuller at the 20. So a minimal gain there.
Pass complete to Fuller.
Might have got a yard, Jerry.
Tackled by number 50, Camden Taylor.
See where they're going to spot it. No gain. Third down. And 18 from the 20. Clock continues to run. We're at 6:50 and counting.
Third down and
Brotherton and Zepeda Soto will come wide to the near side. Out of the pistol will go Conklin. Fuller the back behind him. Actually, they're going to shift it over to a shotgun. Lone receiver on the far side. Fake the handoff. Conklin back to pass under pressure. Throws it deep. Got a guy there. It is intercepted. And that'll be Polar. Cody Polar with another pick for the Bulldogs.
Third turnover.
And Montesano takes over on their own 48-yard line.
The intended receiver was
Wheelie Cordova.
Wheelie.
Yeah. Wheelie Cordova was there. So Montesano takes the ball back. I guess you could say that's almost as good as a punt. Doesn't look good in the stat sheet, but almost as good as a punt. Although it was a punt on third down. Okay, so 1st and 10 for Montesano on the 48-yard line. Perry will go under center, hand it off, and with the ball again is Polar. Polar gets into Highclimber territory to the 45 with a 7-yard spurt.
tackled by Jerome Nichols.
They're going more now to Polar and maybe giving Bodwell a little bit of a rest.
Bodwell is out there. He is going to line up in the backfield. A yard behind Perry. He'll fake the handoff to him. He'll dump it off again to Polar. Polar on the screen gets across the 40 and dropped at the 38.
Perry's pass complete to Polar.
Brotherton and Leth in there on the tackle.
Tackled by Cody
with help of Green. It's a first down for the Bulldogs. 4:45 to go in the third quarter. 41-0. Montesano on top and has the ball. Empty backfield for Perry. He's got a receiver on each side. Tight ends. Bodwell in motion, and there's going to be a whistle and a false start on that one. That play never got started. That was going to be a sweep there by Bodwell, but a 5-yard penalty on the false start and march him back 5 yards. I'll get it out some way.
Yeah. Now the Bulldogs have only had 5 penalties for 35 yards.
Put the ball down at the 42-yard line. 1st and 15 from there are the Bulldogs. 4 minutes to go in the third. Empty backfield for Perry. Man in motion, and we're going to get another flag on that, another false start. They're working Polar in this set, Jerry.
Yeah, they are.
Or they're trying to, I should say. Another 5-yard penalties.
They'd started off with Bodwell on the first couple carries, and now they've gone to Polar.
So it brings up first down and 20 now. Ball back at the 47-yard line of the Montesano Bulldogs. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to go third quarter. Clock continues to run. 41-0. Montesano with the lead and the ball. Bodwell in the backfield with Perry now. A direct snap to Bodwell. He'll grab it and run straight up the middle. Big hole in the middle. He'll cut it up the seam now, and he'll score. Touchdown. Montesano. I chuckle, Jerry.
Nice draw play. Nice draw play.
He just weaves, tried to go outside, went back to the middle, hit the ladder, and just climbed it all the way to the end zone, Jerry.
30-some-yard touchdown.
Wow. Makes it 47-0 with the clock stopping at 2:58 to go in the third.
That's the third touchdown in a row by Bodwell.
Here is the point after attempt by Romero. Perry the holder. There's the snap. Spots down. Kick is up. Kick is good. It makes it 48-0. Just under 3 minutes remaining, third quarter. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
So we're back here in Montesano. 48-0 is our score. Montesano comfortably in control with 2:58 remaining third quarter.
I was overhearing the announcer. The Mariners are ahead 4-0 on a grand slam by Crawford. Wow, he's been hot.
That's good. That's good.
Trivia, but I got it.
No, it's fine. That's all good. It's all good, Jerry. I'm glad you caught that. I was working on getting things into a break.
Okay. I guess it's not trivia, though.
No, it's not. Oh, it's not.
Important.
It's important to Mariner fans. Here's a run up by Romero. He'll keep it on the ground again, and this will be Fisk picking it up at the 13. Returning it to the 30, and he's dropped there by a pack of Bulldogs.
17-yard return by Fisk.
So the Highclimbers take the ball at the 30 with 1st and 10 and a running clock, trailing by 48 points. Highclimbers break the huddle. Conklin and the company coming out. Looks like Fuller's going to come wide to the near side. He'll be in the slot. Zepeda Soto, the wide out. 3 receivers to the far side. Out of the gun, empty backfield for Conklin. Back to pass he goes. Dumps it off complete to Brotherton. Brotherton makes a move at the 30. Slips another guy at the 33. Trying to get to the 35. He's dropped to the 34. He's jumping all around there, Jerry, trying to make some moves.
Yeah.
And get something more than a couple yards, and he gets 4.
Yeah, he picked up 4. 4 yards.
Yeah. 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Again, the 3x2, 3 to the near side. Low snap for Conklin. He'll pump and he'll go to the middle. Thank you, folks. Wheelie Cordova with his first catch, is it, Jerry?
Yes, it's his first catch.
Up across the 40 to the 41.
Good for a first down.
Conklin back to pass again out of the gun. Throwing long to Brotherton is intercepted. This is Romero. And he'll slide down. And the Bulldogs get the ball back on their own 43-yard line.
4th turnover.
So Montesano takes the ball back. Clock is running with a minute remaining third quarter. Going to see some younger players from Montesano yet, or is it still going to be Perry and company? No, I'm still Perry and company, but I think we're seeing some different running backs and receivers, Jerry, so we'll have to keep an eye on who's where.
But Perry is in there.
Yep, he'll go under center. He's got a back behind him. He'll turn around. There's going to be a handoff in the middle to number 12. This is Taryn Kreitz up the middle for 5, maybe 6. Goes to the 30 or 48-yard line. So that's 5.
Tackle by Hunter left. Gain of 6 yards on that play. 5 yards?
6.
6, okay.
6. The Bulldogs are going to hold and let the quarter run out as we're through 3 quarters, 48-0, all Montesano tonight. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it. It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And we are back here in Montesano. 48-0. Montesano with a comfortable lead here heading into the fourth quarter. The Montesano Bulldogs have a 2nd and 4 from their own 48-yard line. Running clock. As soon as they snap the ball, Perry will go under center. And he'll turn around and hand it off to the second guy through. And I believe that's number 20, Jerry. And that's Flink, Thomas Flink with the carry. I think he lost a yard. Make it 3rd and 7. Gabe Gooley with the tackle.
One interesting thing about Montesano, they are ranked number 6 in the state in the 1A.
Yep.
And got deep in the playoffs last year.
Perry's going to go out of the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to the far side and the back beside him. High snap. He's going to run with it out of the draw, and he's going to be dropped. That is going to be Jerome Nichols-Gooley with the tackle. Loss of, 5 on the play, it looks like. And it brings up 4th down.
Our 2 defensive ends do a really good job on that outside runs of Montesano, both Gooleys.
Romero will come in to punt it away as we are under 11 minutes remaining in the ball game. Again, 48-0 all Montesano tonight. Colton Fisk will wait for this punt from Romero, standing about the 26-yard line.
I believe this is the 2nd time or 3rd time that Montesano has punted.
It's a 4th and 11, actually, from the 43. There's the snap. Romero gets it. Little pressure. Ball is boomed up there. Fair catch called for by Fisk at the 29. I think they're going to get him. Maybe the 30. Yep, they're going to give him the 30. So the Highclimbers will start out on their own 30-yard line with 1st and 10.
27-yard punt, no return, fair catch.
Jerry, I don't know if you've noticed, but our refereeing crew has they all have headsets and they talk to each other, but they're lit up tonight. A little green light. You can't see them where they're turned right now, but I think they're on their left hip. Keep seeing a little green light out there.
Is that a way for them to communicate?
It is, yeah.
During the play.
During the game, yeah. There's a empty backfield for Conklin, back to pass. He's going to throw long. It's Whitley Cordova with the catch inside the 40, stepping out of the 35.
35-yard pass play to Wheatley Cordova, his 2nd catch of the ball game.
God, okay, I keep dropping stuff. I'm just going to leave that. Just leave it there. I'm going to hurt something with that thing if I keep hitting it. All right, so they're to spot the ball at the 35. 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers. Empty backfield for Conklin. Back to pass again. Looks to the right. He's going to run to the right, directing traffic, stopping, avoiding one tackler, and he's going to be drug out of bounds inside the 35, about the 33-yard line, maybe the 32.
So he might have gained 2. Let's see where they move it.
A little bit more than that. It looks like maybe 3, 4.
Oh,
4.
Okay, I see. Good run.
8:50 to go in the 4th. Back to pass goes Conklin out of the gun again. He's on the rollout, throws to the sidelines, looking for Fuller, who is locked up in a little battle there on the sidelines. Incomplete, it falls. Clock does continue to run. So it's going to 3rd and 6 from the 32-yard line. No, 31. Again, Conklin with a 3. Well, it's 3-by-1 now. Nope, 3-by-2. There's the second guy on the near side. Back to pass. He's looking at the far side. Continuing to look. Now he's going to roll out. He's going to throw it, and it is incomplete, intended for Cordova.
But you notice the offensive line did protect him pretty well there. Gave him time.
So 4th down and 6 from the 32-yard line. And I think we're going to have a timeout by the Highclimbers here.
Okay.
I believe. Let's see what the official call is. Where we know it's a timeout. It is the Highclimbers. Thank you very much.
First timeout.
Thank you, Jerry. 8 minutes remaining in the ball game, 48-0. We'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Hold you.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit lockssavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
And we're back here at Montesano. 8 minutes remaining in the ball game. The Highclimbers have a 4th and 6 from the 32-yard line. Conklin will go empty backfield with everybody out. Throws in the middle. It's off the hands and incomplete to Austin Williams in the middle.
Was a nice pass.
It was a nice pass. Maybe a little too much zip on that for Williams.
Yeah.
So the ball goes over on downs, and Montesano takes over with 7:40 and counting. Again, the Bulldogs are leading 48-0.
First and 10, Bulldogs on their own 32-yard line.
They'll start out on their own 32. Romero is going to be quarterback, it looks like, Jerry. Number 15 is in there at quarterback out of the shotgun.
Romero? Okay.
Romero, yes. And there's going to be a timeout by the Bulldogs because they're trying to get some younger players some time and a little confusion. So we'll step aside. This is Mason Web TV powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we're back real quickly. The Bulldogs have a 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Coming out of the timeout, Romero gets a man in motion. High snap, he'll tuck it under and run straight up the middle. Weave his way to the 45, 50, 45 now, 40, 35, and run out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Wow. Where does Montesano stop, Jerry? It will be the 26-yard line in the end, 27-yard line in the end.
Romero?
Yep, Romero. 6:35 and counting on the game clock. 48-0. Bulldogs should be taking as much time as possible here. Romero brings the play in from the sidelines. Has a 1st and 10 from their Shelton 27-yard line.
Yeah, that was a very nice run by Romero.
He'll go under center with the back behind him. And a pitch to the back, number 32 on the run. He'll be dropped at the 21. 32 is Carter Conklin Smith. I'm going to say it's a 21. Give him 6 on the carry. 7 on the carry.
Okay.
Now it's more 6. Whatever. 2nd down and 4 from the 21. 5.5 minutes remaining. Bulldogs taking their time in the huddle. Romero will bring him out. Conklin Smith, the back behind Romero, I believe. Yeah, no, actually, this is going to be a different number. 3 receivers on the far side. A pitch to number 20 this time, and he's trying to pick his way out the outside. Slip and tackle, run over a guy. Number 20 is Flink, Thomas Flink. On the carry, gets inside the 15 to the 14-yard line. Jax Ward with the tackle out there for the Highclimbers. Under 5 minutes remaining. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Romero?
20.
20, okay, thank you. Yes, right, Flink, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14 for the Bulldogs. They're leading 48-0. Clock is running with 4:35 remaining in the ball game. Romero will bring him out and go empty backfield. He's got one receiver wide to the near side, two to the far side. Man in motion. Faked on that, and here goes Romero at the 10 to the 5. He's going to get to the corner and score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And that's a 14-yard touchdown run.
4:17 remaining in the game now, and the lead is now 54-0. And who's coming out to kick here? I mean, I don't think Romero is going to be kicking. I think this is going to be a different kicker. Nope, it is Romero. Okay. Might as well give him a chance. Runs it in for the touchdown. Get all 7 points there, young man. Perry still the holder. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Spot is down. Kick is up. Kick is good. 55-0. 4:17 remaining in the ball game. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
And we're back in Montesano. All Bulldogs tonight, 55-0. 4:17 remains in the ball game. Romero's going to do the kickoff, score the touchdown, score the extra point. Why not give him a chance to kick the ball deep? He has it teed up at the 40. I think it's Fisk and Zepeda Soto back at the 10. Here's a run up and a kick. Still on the ground. This one will be picked up at the 11. This will be Fisk to the 20, 25. Slows down and dives for the 31. So a nice 20-yard return for Colton Fisk. Oh, they're going to put him down at the 30. So make it 19.
Ball is placed at the 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Highclimbers.
So Highclimbers start out on their own 30 with under 4 minutes remaining. And a running clock. And I'm wondering if this is going to be Conklin in team. Yep, this is going to be Conklin.
30.
Conklin will go empty backfield. 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Back to pass. Short drop, throws over the middle. It's complete to Williams. Austin Williams breaks a tackle, and he's into Bulldog territory at the 45. You know, that play's been there all day, and Highclimbers have just not been able to gather it in. That time they did.
No huddle. They're quick.
Quick on the line of scrimmage.
25-yard pass play to Austin Williams.
Down, back to pass is Conklin. He's flushed out. He throws and finds Brotherton on the sidelines. Brotherton makes a move, steps sides a guy, and fights for the 26, 25-yard line finally where he's dropped down. And that'll be 1st and 10 for the Highclimbers on the 25. Actually, a spot of the 26, 1st and 10. Conklin has 3 receivers to the far side, to the near side. Out of the gun he goes, empty backfield. Back to pass, looking to the near side. Going to go for the end zone. Throws for Fuller. Fuller can't get to it, incomplete. And that'll be 2nd and 10 from the 26. Those are similar to how Fuller's caught touchdown passes, but the coverage was much better by the Bulldogs than it has been, I think. So 2nd and 10 from the 26 are the Bulldogs. Same formation, back to pass out of the gun. Conklin looking the far side, overthrows, and he threw another interception. He overthrew Williams and intercepted 26, I believe, or 25. That's Royce Gordine with the pick at the 6.
5 turnovers.
Wow. 1:45 to go in the ball game. Clock is running. And the Bulldogs have the ball on their own 6-yard line. with a 55-0 lead. Here comes Romero and company. Come out with about minute 20 remaining. Romero will go under center with the back behind him and a receiver on each side. Can't see there's a pole in the way, Jerry. Is he going to take a knee? Yep, he's going to take a knee. And that'll bring the clock down under a minute here. This is 2nd and 10 from the 5, or from 2nd and 11 from the 5. As the clock continues to run, and now we're at 50 seconds. Romero bringing the play in from the sidelines. 40 seconds now. Be 2nd down and 11 from the 5. Another knee taken. And brings 3rd and 11 from the 5. And we're now at 20 seconds remaining. I don't think they'll have to take another snap here, Jerry. Nope. Highclimbers are heading to the sidelines. The Bulldogs are heading to the sidelines, and that will pretty much do it. 55-0, the final score here. As soon as the zeros come up, 3, 2, 1. That'll do it for this ball game. 55-0, the final score, all Montesano tonight. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events, connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources, and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
It is a final here in Montesano. 55-0. The Bulldogs take care of the Shelton Highclimbers tonight from the opening kickoff, Jerry. That's what Montesano did.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Jerry's just...
I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's okay. I got some things to talk about. No pressure, my friend. So next up for the Highclimbers, they return to Jack Stark Field at Highclimber Stadium and resume 2A Evergreen Conference play, hosting Centralia. It is also homecoming for Shelton. Mason Web TV and KMAS will bring you the game. Kickoff is at 7 next Friday night. The Bulldogs, well, they open 1A Evergreen Conference play next week, hosting Eatonville. That should be a pretty great game, as a matter of fact. I believe Eatonville's up there. I didn't check the rankings, but I believe Eatonville is perennial power there.
Eatonville's been pretty strong in the last few years.
Yeah, so it should be a pretty good game here.
I would say
Jack Roddle.
Montesano's probably favored by 2 touchdowns.
Well, we'll see. It should be a fun game.
It'll be a good close game.
Yeah, it should be a good game. And it'll be here at Roddle Field, Jack Roddle Field. But as for the Highclimbers and the Bulldogs tonight, all Montesano. They turned it on from the opening kickoff and really didn't turn it off. They had one series of the Highclimbers stopped them. But other than that, it was all Monty. All Bulldog. There's a mascot's running around here with a flag that says this is Bulldog country, and it sure has been tonight. And Jerry's still working on his statistics. Let me see. Let me grab this one. Maybe I get to read something properly. Hey, if you enjoyed this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter with the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to the Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified the next time we upload a video or go live like we did tonight. In the final here, Montesano 55, Shelton nothing, and I'm going to put some pressure on Jerry here. Maybe he's still scrambling to get everything down. He's got his calculator out. When I say calculator, I jokingly say it's his fingers and toes. And yeah, nice crowd made the trek from Shelton here tonight. I don't know about you, Jerry, but I ran into 5 construction zones on my drive here.
I did, and there was nobody working at the time.
Oh my goodness!
There was cones out there.
Oh my!
That made it one lane.
Yeah, it's a very interesting drive from Shelton to Montesano. If you didn't make the trip, it's be prepared for interesting traffic from Highway 108 to Highway 8. Highway 8 and then Highway 12. Yeah. Okay, Jerry, you got some stats for us. Let's go for it.
I do. I'm going to start with Montesano. And Montesano completed 4 out of 10 passes for 74 yards. Their leading receiver, of course, was number 18, Mason Rasmussen. He caught a pass for 41 yards in the first half. So they were 4 passes completed for 74 yards. The quarterback, Tyson Perry, threw 10 attempts, and he completed 4. Romero, I don't think threw.
I don't think
he did not.
No.
So it stays at 4 out of 10. Romero came in and did some other things well, besides kicking.
Running.
He ran well. And Romero had 2 carries for 44 yards. Your leading ball carrier is Gabe Baldwell. He had 13 carries for 91 yards. Terry Gunner had 1 carry for 36 yards. And Thomas Flink had 2 carries for 9 yards. And Tyler Perry, the quarterback, did a lot of wonderful things.
Tyson,
sorry.
Tyler Perry is an actor, producer.
Yeah.
Didn't he just pass away?
And he was 4 for 14 in carries. So you add the 74 yards in the air to the
200 and some.
Yeah, 200 something
Or at least
the total was 196 on the running game, 74 yards on the passing game, a total of 270. And that's a little misleading. Really is, because of the big plays.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Let's get on to the Shelton stats.
Yeah, let's go to the Shelton stats. They had 10 first downs. They were 9 for 25 in the air. The Fuller had 2 catches for 43 yards. Wheatley Cordova caught 2 passes in the second half for 43 yards. Brotherton caught 4 passes total for 31 yards. And Austin Williams caught a pass for 25 yards. So they caught 9 passes for 145 yards total in the air. So they did okay in the ground. I mean, in the passing game, because they gave Conklin a little better protection there, especially in the second half. So that was good. As far as the running, Fuller had 10 carries for 34 yards, but had no carries in the second half. And that was interesting. Gabe Conklin, unfortunately, there was a couple bad snaps there and lost a few yards. Brad Evelyn had 6 carries or 5 carries for 16 yards, and Hunter left. Did I say that wrong?
Got it, you know.
I did that again.
Yeah,
yes,
Hunter
you are
left.
correct. It's
Yes.
Hunter left, and he caught. He ran the ball 3 times for 4 yards. So if you add up the 145 yards they had in the air and the 64 yards they had on the ground, because there was a few bad snaps and a loss of yardage, which Conklin could not help.
Right.
And so that was a total of 209 yards. So it was better than we thought as far as their total yardage.
Yeah, that's true. Very true, Jerry. That all you got?
Well, yeah, I could go on, but I don't think we need to. I think the biggest thing was the 5 turnovers.
Right.
A couple big plays by Montesano. And they did they did some sustained drives too.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we had the ball down on the 3-yard line and we couldn't score. And that would have been a motivator, I think. Maybe we could have got another touchdown after that. But those 5 turnovers hurt. And we only had the ball in the red zone, 1 time? Yeah. So, thank you.
All right. Well, thanks, Jerry. Again, the Highclimbers will return home next Friday, take on Centralia for homecoming. That game we'll have for you. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton. And Montesano will be opening its conference play, hosting Eatonville next Friday. So I guess that will do it for us. Oh, wait, no, one more thing. Big thanks again to Pat Pace for his help getting us set up here today.
Yes.
I got to say thank you, Montesano Athletic Director. Great job.
Good. And I want to give a shout out to Fisk, Colton Fisk. Couple nice returns.
Yeah, he did his best to give good field position.
Yeah, so that was a positive.
Yeah. So that will do it for us in Montesano. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help with tonight's game. We will be back with you next Friday night for Shelton and Centralia. We will talk to you then. This has been High School Football on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC and KMAS Shelton.
Oh.
Customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.